Hello, Senior Stoner fans. This is the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Carta E-Rig Dab of the Day. Today is Monday. Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good day and had a good weekend. Well, as you all know, I've taken somewhat of a setback. What I expect is that mine, is, and I can't determine how much is, but a portion is stress. My daughter's getting married. There are last minute details Mrs. Stoner and she has to do, and I want to make sure everything gets done perfect. More than just writing a check, I want to be involved. Very difficult for me. And the day of the wedding, it's not just the wedding, it's starting, you have to be there at like 11 o'clock in the morning and it goes till midnight. That's a lot for me. And I think I'm subconsciously extremely worried about it. And I don't think I'm worried about the wedding itself because I know all those details will be perfect. I'm worried about myself. And I think I'm worried about how I'm going to be perceived. I haven't been in public in years, like, public family things. And I think it just concerns me. And I think it would concern most all of us. So, how do we deal with this? How do we deal with the stress that you create, maybe yourself, about events that are going to come up that are very important, that you want to be at your best, and hypothetically, you might not be? What do we do in those scenarios? Well, there's a couple things you can do. You can go under a rock, you can duck under, and you can say, you know what, I can't do it, I won't be able to do it, I'm not going to be able to do it, so don't include me. You can shake and rattle and worry all the way until the event happens, and then you'll find out everything was fine. So you shook, rattled, and worried for nothing. Or you can go about your business the best you can. This is my plan. Go about your business the best that you can. If you start to worry and stress out, try to tell yourself it's just you worrying. Because here's what's going to happen. The neck pain and the back pain are getting worse. And I'm not doing more stuff. They're getting worse because I'm stressing and I'm getting tense. So tension on top of already bad back and neck means more pain. When you know these things are going to happen, this is not about triage and prophylactic and get ahead of yourself, because you know what? Let's face it, folks. Sometimes things catch you and you're on that hamster wheel. Sometimes you have no choice mentally but to think about the things you're thinking about. And if those things manifest into physical ailments and pain, it's very difficult to catch yourself, if not impossible. So what has to happen is you have to bring yourself back to a place of comfort. In order to do that, you have to sell yourself, convince yourself that what you thought was a problem really is not a problem. So my suggestion is every day I'm going to talk to Mrs. Stoner and just re-up and confirm with her, hey, is everything good for the wedding? Are all the details in place? I don't need to worry about anything, right? She's going to say, absolutely right, Senior Stoner, everything's fine, we got it covered. The other part of it is I don't want to be left out, not left out, but I don't want to just sign a check. I want to be involved as much as I possibly can, even with my limitations. It's my daughter's wedding, for God's sake. So here's what has to happen over the next 5 days. I have to manage my physical activities to a T. Somehow, I've got to manage the stress relating to the whole situation and just take a step back and chill out. I can feel it happening as I talk about it. If all those things align, the stars align, I'll make it through the wedding. It'll be a beautiful experience for me as well as everybody else. Everybody else can have a beautiful experience. Frankly, I'm worried about me. I'm worried about how I'm going to handle it. I might have to just take a lot more of the opiates that day and tough it out and afterwards deal with it, because I'm not screwing up that day. You can hear in my voice that this is causing me anxiety, and I believe that's at least half of what's going on in my body right now is the anxiety. So when you have the anxiety of a special occasion, an occasion that you really want to be at, you want to look your best at, what can you do? Truth? Answer? Not a whole lot. You've got to go to the occasion and prove to yourself you're going to be okay. And hopefully, then the rest of the occasion and afterwards, you'll have diminished and reduced stress and pain. Because there really is no way to convince ourselves that everything's going to be fine. If we're engineered this way to worry about everything and there's something to worry about, you will not stop until it's over. But you got to try. Manage your pain schedule, manage your day schedule, have a plan the next 5 days. Do things that are over the top to keep you relaxed and out of pain. And hopefully that will matriculate and graduate into a wonderful Friday. Let's take our dab of the day. Remember, this is not isolated to weddings and things like that. This can happen to any of us where we want to show ourselves good and we feel like shit. So be careful because it can happen to you too. Cheers. And the dab train keeps moving. But more important than the dab train today, your pain could be a manifestation of stress. Try not to think about it as increasing physical issues happening to you. They're happening because of external circumstances. Hopefully, after the wedding, things will calm down. I'm sure many of you have gone through situations like this before where whatever ails you becomes somewhat worse or re-ups itself before a very special and important thing. This is the Real Senior Stoner saying have a great day. Let's all try to manage our special occasions and get through them. Cheers.